think what drew me to a career in tech was obviously in lockdown there wasn't a lot to do, so people were finding things to do, and my hobby became looking at old computers that I found around the house or in the attic and fixing them up. And before I knew it, when we were allowed to go out again, in 6 months I had a job in a computer shop and I was gaining experience in a customer facing tech role. I chose an apprenticeship because I thought it would give you more experience and the ability to get a job quicker and have an advantage over people that would have been in college and not have the same experience. I also think it's good because it develops your interpersonal skills and you're already having experience in a workplace. One thing about training is you get to meet people in a workplace that have the same passion for what they do as you do, and I think that definitely helps with getting to learn the subject. Being part of Escalla feels like a family. We've got regular one-to-one reviews with our mentors that help us discuss any problems we face at work, and it's much easier to document what we do to get ready for the endpoint assessment.
I mean, the way the world is, it's if you're not going to know much about tech, then you're going to fall behind. It's been a lot more interactive and a lot more personal, I'd say. Say your work family is busy, or you've got a problem with something that you can't talk to them about. Escalla was another kind of family that you could go to talk about bits and bobs, or just I'd say let off steam. Yeah, it's been very supportive, and they've been very kind and happy to just help you in any way that they can.
I started initially just as an apprentice with Escalla, like the other two, and that was generally my first job, first full-time job doing that. So I started off as an apprentice, and slowly but surely got up, sort of doing little bits extra in the business, and advanced into doing a bit more SQL. So I started just taking calls, then moved over to SQL, and then I got the opportunity to do, after a couple of levers, do a bit of supervisor work for the new apprentices, which is a great opportunity for myself. Slightly surreal. I honestly didn't quite expect to be having to deal with my own apprentices in that sort of way. It's quite a surreal jump from where I started, but it's a great opportunity, and I thought it'd be something I'd be quite interested in doing. I feel like I've managed well so far, so onward and up from there, I guess. It's very rewarding to see the apprentices come through and how they progress in their role, starting out with not really knowing too much as they begin, and then with my input and the input of everyone else in the business, we can get them to where we want them to be. So it's really rewarding to see how they sort of end up in their sort of line of work. I would recommend an apprenticeship. I think it's great the way the team works, and being able to go down to the college, you get the nice social aspect of the team that's down there, as well as an organised approach as to how they structure their training and reviews, etc.